Is your mailbox full of junk, full of clutter, and just overwhelmed with mass marketing email? I know mine is a lot of the time. So today I'm going to show you how to solve it really easily with ChatGPT and the Gmail connector. In just a few minutes, I'm going to show you how to put all of your email unsubscriptions on autopilot. There are a few steps to go through, so pause this video, grab a coffee, get ready, and let's get into it. Okay, so normally I would go straight into ChatGPT and start doing stuff, but for this task, we need to just plan our work a little bit more. I did a lot of testing with this, and if you try and put too many emails in to the funnel for ChatGPT, it will get overwhelmed and it won't actually process them properly. So you need to do this in smaller chunks of emails, run it once a day for a period of time to get the best results. So we're going to use a scheduled prompt in ChatGPT, and that is going to give us a summary of our mailbox. So we're going to grab that and summarize the emails and get it to pull out the unsubscribe links. What we're going to do then is push that into a CSV file. And what I would recommend doing is, rather than running this once a day, is just getting all of the unsubscribe links that you need into one CSV file and then running the next step, the ChatGPT agent prompt, which is what allows ChatGPT to use its own custom browser and follow these unsubscribe links. Do that once a week. And then the confirmation step is just us reviewing that agent has done what it said it should have done. So that's the very high level summary of what we're going to be doing. Let's jump into ChatGPT and see. Okay, so this is just what it looks like if you use a very simple prompt in ChatGPT to grab your mailbox content. And this will grab content from the past 24 hours, but you can set that to whatever you want. Now, be careful. If you try and put too much content into ChatGPT from your mailbox, it will not process it properly. So, word of caution, work with smaller chunks of data with more predefined time periods. That's the second time I've said this, and for good reason. Now, the other thing we're going to need is the Gmail connector. So if we just click down here and then go to settings and then head over to apps and connectors, you can see I've already connected Gmail and already connected my Google Calendar. It's very easy. You just browse the connectors, click on it, and then go through and set it up. If you've got ChatGPT Business, you'll also have Outlook and Teams like I have here, but have not yet connected. So what we need to do next is we need to create a scheduled prompt. So we're going to create a new chat, and then I'm just going to quickly put the prompt in and then come back to the video. Okay, I'm back, and we're going to ignore the chat that I used and pressed enter a bit too soon on. So we're going to have a quick look at this prompt down here that I haven't yet entered. So ChatGPT, review and summarize my email from my Gmail mailbox from the past 24 hours. After you've summarized the content, pull out the unsubscribe or email preference links from all emails, put into a CSV file with this formatting. So I've said I want subject, domain, and link. Where an unsubscribe link and preference link both exist, go for unsubscribe. If there's similar wording or phrase to unsubscribe or preferences, include the email in the list. This is important because some people try to catch you out. And then create a task and run this every day at 6 p.m. So ChatGPT has a task scheduler. You may not know this, where you can schedule prompts to run at a given cadence every day, every week, every month, whatever it is that you want. So this prompt will effectively run every single day and start producing me a CSV file that I can amalgamate to then give to agent to then actually go and do the unsubscription work for us. So let's hit run on this, and I'll be back in just a second when it's finished. Okay, so the first run didn't quite go to plan. I didn't quite pull out all the emails from my mailbox. So I've just made a little tweak to the prompt here and said, after you've summarized the content, pull out the unsubscribe or email preference links from all of the emails. So I've removed the filter that says that look like marketing, and this actually gave me way better results. So let's just go down and have a look, and we can see here, these are all the marketing emails, and I have gone through and validated that this is correct. And then we can see here, if we keep going, we've got that CSV, and then the daily task has been set in ChatGPT. So if we just hop over to the CSV file, we should see it look very similar to this table, which it does. So validating that we've just got the unsubscribe links here. This is looking good. So what we need to do now is go back to ChatGPT and create a prompt for agent to run through these for us. Okay, so now we are back over in ChatGPT, and we are going to do a couple of things here. We're going to click this little plus, and then we're going to add photos and files. So we've just added that unsubscribe spreadsheet that we got generated from the last prompt. And then we're going to click the little plus again. And we're going to click this button here called agent mode. Now, you only get a certain number of usages of these, so don't waste them. But we're going to turn on agent mode. And that is effectively going to give us the access that we need for ChatGPT to follow these unsubscribe links and manually start interacting with them. So here we can choose what tools agent has got. We don't want it to interact with Gmail. We don't want it to interact with calendar. So we're going to turn those off. We just want it to use the web. So I'm once again going to craft the prompt and I'll be back in just a sec. Okay, so here we go. ChatGPT attached is a CSV file with the links to unsubscribe from marketing emails or change the preferences to stop me from receiving them. I want you to go through and unsubscribe my email address by browsing the URLs in the spreadsheet, either by directly unsubscribing or changing my preferences on the site to stop me from receiving emails or other correspondence. So when I hit this prompt, what ChatGPT is going to do is open up a little window and it is going to start effectively a browser session where it's going to start going through all of the unsubscribe links and actually browsing to them as if it were a human. So you can see here it's setting up the desktop and it's going to start loading the CSV file. And you can see here what we get with this that we don't get with normal ChatGPT is this terminal. And eventually, this terminal is going to turn into a web browser. So here it goes. And ChatGPT should effectively start taking those unsubscribe links, passing it through the web browser, and then unsubscribing me from each of the email lists. I'm just going to let this run through and then be back with the results. So here we are, and this is how ChatGPT got on. So we can see that it's included a status, what the domain was, and the action taken. So it's successfully unsubscribed a few, but there are some links that ChatGPT agent just couldn't access or couldn't subscribe. So I'm going to have to go and do those for myself. But still, overall, this is a great result. And if you imagine doing this time and time again for a period of a few weeks, it's going to get your mailbox so much less cluttered. Now, just while we're here, let's just go and check out the agent window. So if you just click here and expand, you can actually see what agent did, and you can use this little playback down here. So for example, I can actually watch agent going through what it's thinking and how it managed the unsubscribe process, and then the buttons it clicked, the text it entered, and all of that. So it's really good. If you're not sure what went wrong or why, you can actually browse back, have a look at the video, look at what ChatGPT did, and then review it. The other thing that you can do is you can click this little takeover button. And when you click takeover, you can effectively get into ChatGPT's computer to do things that it can't do. So if it comes up against a pop-up or like some sort of blocker that it can't get round, or you need to put in a password, you can go and do that. Not sure I'd recommend doing that, although I have done personally and it's been fine. So use that at your own discretion. And then when you're done, you just hit that finish controlling, and then that ends the session. So that is what agent looks like, and those were the results. Let's wrap the video. So what did you think? That is how you can use ChatGPT to unsubscribe most of, but not all of, your mailbox from all of the marketing junk that you receive and quieten things down so you can focus on the items that really matter. This is just one use case out of hundreds for AI and where you should be using it personally and in your business. Getting rid of those grindy, repetitive, boring, horrible, oh my God, not again jobs is literally what AI should be used for. It's not about replacing humans. It's not about doing stuff like 1,000 times faster. It's about iterative little improvements to make your day better, make your life easier, and free up your time to do more meaningful, creative work. If you enjoyed this video, please repost it onto your network, give it a like, and if you've got any thoughts or anything you want to add, drop a comment down below. I'd love to see what you think of this because this is literally cutting edge. Agent is still really new. I'm learning, I'm exploring, and every time people add their knowledge, it makes me feel like I've, one, contributed to their day, and two, learned something myself. So please do drop a comment down below. Until the next time, I'll see you again soon. Bye.